Young Startup, they're organized, Joe is great, they're professional. This is my third event and they've all been first class.
Went to the New England Venture Summit. That was a good experience. So when I had the opportunity to come to the Venture Summit West, I took that opportunity and came out here.
This event is being held in the heart of Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is full of geniuses and they're here.
The companies were actually quite phenomenal. I mean, there are companies here that are very sophisticated and mature. In fact, a lot of them were commercial, they were revenue generating. There was the entire flavor right across the spectrum.
Relationships are really important for companies to be successful, and of course venture capitalists need to make relationships too in order to find companies to invest in. I think this does a great job of allowing people to meet. It's certainly, I've seen a lot of people make new connections, which I think is the most valuable thing that can happen in an event like this.
Talked to a number of other entrepreneurs from across the nation, which is actually the world. We spent some time with some people from London, and that's really interesting to hear how their companies are changing.
It's been a good sort of breeding ground to even share ideas with other people in the same situation as us.
You know, clearly there's a scale opportunity here to talk to a lot of different folks. There always is some aspect of you got to talk and knock on a bunch of doors before you find the investor that really gets it. And I think there's a great opportunity for some of the startups here to be able to reach out to lots of different folks and find one or two that really get the story.
It's amazing what I've learned, and I've learned a lot from the participants. There are participants here that aren't presenting. They're here just to learn and watch before they even come here. And then I've got to meet several attorneys that provided me with some insight, VCs as well as angel investors. And it's nice to watch the folks on the podium argue back and forth as the best way to proceed and try to take pearls of wisdom away from the whole meeting.
It's really about product market fit. That's typically where companies fall short and fail. It's not about building a better mousetrap.
Millions of people for free is nice. What I do get is 10,000 or 100,000 people who spend $1,000 because you can fit their needs.
We had like a coaching session yesterday for some of the entrepreneurs who went and pitched, and I think it was really rewarding to see a lot of them incorporating some of those comments and coming back and presenting today. And you can tell that the science and technology and everything was already there with them. It was just how they played that out and how they presented themselves.
The best thing that I saw was a bunch of very willing investors giving advice to entrepreneurs. And that, I think, is really a big plus to coming here. It's not just about trying to get a term sheet. It really is about advice and networking.
These are people you're going to be working with for 10 years, maybe more if you're lucky. I think it's really important. There was a lot of advice that they gave, especially in the early panel, about making sure that you select the right people you're going to work with. And I think getting to know these people, talking with them, and just initiating the conversation with some people who are maybe outside or on the fringe of your network, and bringing the right people to the table with you to put together a recipe for success in the future.